For 2024, 1.6 million Americans will be subject to the federal estate or death tax. Further, in 2026, the federal exemptions are going to be cut in half from $14 million to an approximate $7 million, impacting an additional 2 million families. The worst part about it is that you've already paid income taxes, match taxes, net income taxes, capital gains taxes, property taxes, the list goes on. And then when you die, they're going to try to come in and take even more. What this means is that instead of you being able to leave all of your assets to the people you love and the charities you adore, the government's going to come in and try to take half, and that's just not right. But there is a way to avoid this. And over the next several minutes, I'm going to explain to you exactly how you can take proactive steps to avoid estate taxes, maintain control for the rest of your life, and protect all of your assets from not only your creditors, but future creditors as well. Hi, I'm Todd Villarubia, founder of Wealth Planning Law Group. And for the last 30 years, our firm has helped thousands of business owners protect billions of dollars from the government, taxes, and creditors. Look, business owners are my heroes. I believe that they are the fountainhead of human progress. Think about the virtuous cycle of how the employees, the owner, and the customers all benefit when a small business owner has a vision and the determination to make it real. The reason behind the estate tax when it was first passed in the early 1900s was to, quote, break up large congregations of wealth. Now, to me, that's one of the most anti-American, anti-capitalist things that someone could do. Yet it's been on the books for over 100 years now. For example, I'm a huge Miami Dolphins fan. I have been since a little boy back in the Zonka and Larry Little days. And the team used to be owned, both the team and the stadium, by the Joe Robbie family. But he had to actually sell his team before he died, or else he was going to be faced with an immediate and sudden problem in the fact that the IRS, when someone dies and imposes this tax, is not going to take part of the team. They want all of it, and they want it in cash. And most of my business owner clients are business rich and liquidity poor. So this creates a large problem for a lot of business owners who have worked their whole lives to build something, only to have the government potentially destroy it through excessive taxation. Even the current Dolphins owner, Stephen Ross, is reportedly trying to sell 10% of his team to private equity currently so that he can raise additional liquidity as he's getting up in age at this point and properly doing some planning. But this tax doesn't only affect billionaires. In fact, currently the estate tax exemption is $13.61 million per spouse, is going to go to $13.99 million in 2025, but then is scheduled to actually be decreased to $5 million inflation adjusted starting January 1st of 2026, which we assume is going to be about $7 million per spouse. The good news is that there is something you can do right now, and that is to take proactive planning to address this. You don't have to pay the estate tax. We can literally eliminate the death tax regardless of how much your net worth is. With a well-designed estate plan by my team, we will make sure that you have all the things that you can have in a well-designed plan, including the fact that you and your spouse can maintain control for the rest of your lives over the assets that we transfer. Secondly, the assets that are transferred are exempt from seizure by creditors, so that if you get into any trouble in the future or any of your descendants, they will not be able to seize the assets that are placed into trust. This is a huge advantage to your family, and frankly, we can set up these trusts to last for generations. This process takes 4 to 6 months to complete, and it's important that you go to somebody that has done many of these transactions and has a great deal of experience, because the IRS is always going to scrutinize these high transactions that have a lot of value and potential tax ability for them to try to take. Make sure that you go to someone that has a tax specialty and has done many of these. One of the great things about working with us is that for over 30 years, I've done thousands of transactions, and not one of my transactions has ever been overturned by the IRS or an heir or a creditor or any other challenging party. So if you have additional questions, feel free to reach out to our firm today and schedule either a 15-minute introductory call with one of our team members or a 1-hour Zoom consultation where we will go in depth into your planning considerations and give you viable options so that you can better protect your assets from taxes, the government, and creditors. Call us today, and we would love to have the opportunity to be of service to you and your family and helping protect everyone you love and everything you've worked so hard for all of your life.